Me too. So I'll apologize to everyone. My colleague Wayne that was supposed to host this got a last minute meeting invite. So you get myself and Randy, who is here. I want to be cognizant of everybody's time. So if they come in a little later, we'll hope to maybe get you off so you have a few minutes left. I am Katie Whitcamp. I am on the business development / membership team with NJBIA. I know a lot of you, I've connected with a lot of you maybe in your membership time, or with Fred, who is one of our ambassadors and I have known as long as I've been with the BIA, and saying much that will be 20 years this June. So it's been an exciting time. I can't say that I wouldn't say an organization that I didn't love and support. So excuse me, I'm having a little bandwidth problem. If I freeze, my colleagues might jump in, and me and my sharing ability could be a little off, but we're going to get through this. We have just a little bit of a brief presentation, more so that I don't mess something up this morning, but we will get started with the presentation. People are still coming in, so that is great for us. So we are NJBIA. We are so excited to have all of you with us and to be active members. And maybe you aren't yet, but you will be. We were founded in 1910. We are a very young organization, and it surprises me still when people say they've never heard of us, because I feel like everything I do probably is centered. My children can repeat what I say or tell you about my organization. Sometimes I feel better than me, but we started in 1910. We were actually a manufacturing association. Our close relationship with NJM, because when our founders started, they realized nobody would insure them. So New Jersey manufacturers came out of us. So we work very closely with them. One of the reasons why with insurance, and even back in 1910, New Jersey has always been very heavy-handed legislatively. So we are here to advocate on behalf of business. We are recognized. You probably cannot turn on 101.5 in the morning without hearing our amazing president, Michelle Sakirka, our first female president in the organization, speaking, or one of our government affairs teams. We are here to lobby on behalf of business. We will help you. I always like to say we are an extension of your business. Excuse me, if you have a question, need something, we are here for you. We are not a specific industry or size. We have 1 to the thousands. We represent your local landscaper, pizzeria, all the way up to the big pharma and utilities in the state. Really, as I said, here to support businesses any size in New Jersey. Back to the advocacy a little bit, we have 10 policy committees. If government affairs is of interest to you, reach out to us. I know my colleague Danielle, who's in the background, will be putting some messages or links in the chat for you. And my contact information is at the end. I'd love to connect if you need anything. And my colleague Randy, who a lot of our newer members will meet one-on-one. He loves to connect with you as well. We can get you the information. But back to the policy committees, we are still on a sort of hybrid with our events, virtual and in person. So we really want to make it easier for everybody. We also do one of our popular series is the Meet the Decision Makers with the state treasurer, the DOT commissioner, environmental commissioner. If there is something big going on in New Jersey, our lobbyists are on it, and we are going to get that information out to you. We also have a large research arm, Focus New Jersey. It has an amazing website. We can tell, Jessica and I were talking about this the other day. If there's information that you need, you want to look, we can put that link in our website also. It's going to give you probably more information than you ever knew you wanted or needed. We also work with local, oops, I went too fast, but with local chambers or for county ELCs, the Employee Legislative Committees. And then back to our events. We have about 200 plus events a year. As I said, virtual, in person. Our council meetings meet once a month. They are all virtual. We have September, a Women Business Leaders Forum that this past year we had over 500 women and men in attendance in Atlantic City for 2 days. It was incredible. The energy and the power in the room was amazing. We have our annual golf day tournament that we have moved. It used to be in July, and it really was, Fred can agree, the hottest day of the year, always. It is now in earlier June, May. We try to not do it right around Memorial Day. I know if anybody's like me, you might have a countdown for that, for it to be warmer. But as I said, if you have questions on our events, please let us know. We also do webinars. Some of you might be there thinking, I have a product or service I want to get. Let us know. We can partner with you to get that information out to our members. We also have a lot of business development and visibility opportunities. If you haven't seen, we have a TV show, New Jersey Business News on NJN, what used to be New Jersey NJN. We have our award-winning magazine. It is supplemented by our daily e-zine that comes out every afternoon at 4. If you haven't started receiving that, please go to our website. There's a link at the bottom. It is free. You can get it. It is amazing information. And if you think I have something that might sound good or your members might know, let us know. We are always looking for stories, and we love to highlight our members. If there's someone in your office that has been promoted, that has a new product or service, please let us know. This is how we want to help support your business. Our colleagues, Kate and Vin, have an amazing podcast. They always make me laugh, other people's business. We have our member marketplace that, everybody wants to get in front of our members. We have over 8,000 organizations. Instead of an opt-out of the directory, we have an opt-in. We have a lot of people that come to us for different reasons and may not want to be promoted, but we want to help promote you. So please, if you're interested in being listed on the member marketplace, reach out to myself, Randy, Wayne, if you're in contact with him. Then we have a lot of other money-saving benefits. A lot of you come to us. One of our most popular is our health benefit plans. And because of that popularity, we have a multiple employer 401 program, our HR support center, which I'm going to walk you through. We have employment law resource, discounts on payroll, shipping, training. BIA Learn, which we just launched a few months ago, is amazing. It is I won't name other organizations, but there are a lot of programs that you can take advantage of with that. The other amazing thing is a lot of them are offered in Spanish, and it is everything from manufacturing, warehouse safety to Excel. It is all everything that you would like. And the catalog is right on our website. I'll show that to you in a little bit. So there's my contact information. I know I talk very fast and went through a lot, so please feel free to stop, raise your hand. I will definitely take questions. I want this to be interactive. And I'm going to put everybody back up, but please let us know, contact us if there is a question. I do have some of our colleagues from partner organizations on here, so I'm going to hand it over right now to Mike Lenahan, who is with Association Member Trust, or AMT, you may hear us say. So Mike.
Thank you, Katie. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Like NJBIA, AMT was established back in 1945. Today, there are 17 participating associations, and our newest association and largest group is NJBIA. AMT is a multiple employer welfare arrangement. The best way to understand us is we're kind of like a purchasing co-op. So NJBIA is bringing their members together under one label, and we're negotiating with carriers on their behalf. Our carrier partner today is Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. We've partnered with them well over the last 20 years. It's a great relationship. They give us name brand recognition. They also give us access to one of the largest networks in the country. In healthcare, that's critical. You want to make sure that your doctors are participating in the plan. especially today because most plans are driven around network-only access. So we love our partnership with Horizon. It truly is a purchasing co-op. AMT is member-run, member-owned. So our board is made up of business owners that are participating in the plan. If we have surpluses, which would be profits in other industries, Aetna is a stock company, Cigna is a stock company. If they have profits, they're going to share it with their stockholders. There aren't any stockholders at AMT. And so if we have surpluses or profits, the AMT board's got the ability to give it back to you in the form of a credit. 8 out of the last 10 years, we've returned money. COVID lately has been very difficult. So in most carriers, you're seeing disruptions in rates. So it's very, very competitive. If you're not in our plan, we'd love to talk to you and get you a quote. If you are in our plan, thank you for participating. And I'm going to open it up for questions. I do have to jump off for another meeting, but I'm here for a while, and with me is also Will Devine. So if anybody's got questions, feel free to ask.
Or you can put questions in the chat. Like Mike said, they will be here later. Does anyone have a question now at all?
That was very quick, and I think I was talking faster than Katie. Too much coffee this morning. But it really is a member-driven member benefit, and we'd love to partner with you to see if it makes sense to make a change. So looking forward to working with anyone.
Thanks so much, Mike. Our other large part. Oh, did somebody have questions?
Could I just give an endorsement? We recently worked with Mike on a kind of complicated and very time sensitive becoming part of that process. He was wonderful. It could not have gone more smoothly. New Jersey Coalition to End Homelessness is very grateful for the partnership.
Thank you.
It was terrific.
Mike, you did get a question. If you can you write business outside of New Jersey?
Our businesses need to be headquartered in New Jersey with the New Jersey location. We do have a huge number of clients that have locations outside New Jersey, but their HR or their headquarters should be located in New Jersey. So great question.
Just to throw into NJBIA, we use all of our partners. We have had our benefits since we started with AMT. I think they are amazing. And we do have colleagues that live in Pennsylvania that do also use the benefits, if that helps anyone. But it has always been great. And they are, even if you are having a hard time with your claim or anything, they are very supportive. Mike should know I bothered him probably 50 times in December figuring out my plan.
You're going to get concierge-like service with AMT. We have staff that's dedicated to your accounts. Anytime there's an issue, calling any carrier can be difficult. You don't need to do that. You don't ever have to call Horizon. If you've got a claim question, you can call our office. We've got deep dive access into the Horizon system. We can help decipher that claim, and we're going to intervene on your behalf to get those claims approved and processed.
Great. So keep the questions coming. I'm going to move on to our next partner organization. James O'Donoghue is with BCG Securities, and they are the administrators of our 401.
Great, thank you, Katie. Actually, it's not too dissimilar from what Mike talked about. So this launched about 7 years ago through the Employers Association of New Jersey, and NJBIA came on board about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now, with a similar concept, right? So all of the members are allowed to take advantage of the size of NJBIA and piggyback on them to offer a best-in-class 401k plan for their company. So you could still have a fully customizable plan specifically for your company. ABC Tools 401k plan, you can offer a match or profit sharing or a Roth 401k, and it's fully customizable for your individual plan. However, you get drastic pricing discounts because the plan is priced as if it were a $100 million 401k plan, right? So you're partnered with all of the other members to get great pricing. So all of the funds and investments are what's called institutional share class. There's no revenue sharing on the funds. You no longer would have to file a 5500 as it's done, through the overall program from NJBIA. They also provide the annual audit that you don't have to pay for, which, the annual cost is around $12,000 a year. That would be just immediate savings as the organization. You don't have to purchase a fidelity bond. And I found it to be just as important, if not the most important aspect, is you get a fiduciary financial advisor, myself or a colleague, that provides education, specific advice and guidance for your employees on how much to save, where to save their money, what to do with any other questions they have on retirement plans. You have a fiduciary advisor that can provide specific advice and guidance. Now, only 2% of 401ks in the country actually offer that level of service. So it's a way to get the absolute, without question, best in class 401k, but at drastic savings. The administrative fees are drastically reduced as well. And now with the New Jersey Secure Choice Act, along with the Secure Choice Act 2.0 on the federal level, there's really no reason not to become a part of this program. So new IRS guidelines provide significant tax breaks, and not just breaks, but credits that will essentially cover the cost of running your 401k for the first few years. And as many of you know, if you do not offer 401k, and you have 25 employees, you will have to offer some type of program next year in New Jersey. So this program is specifically designed for those type of companies. And I encourage you to look on the NJBIA website to find more information. And if you have an existing plan, you can always reach out and we can run just a one-page side-by-side cost or benchmark and analysis to see if this program would provide some specific or drastic savings for you. So again, if you have any questions, I'll be here the rest of the meeting. Don't hesitate to ask anything. All the information and my information is on the NJBIA website, which was just included in that chat. And I can send out some, general information to everybody later on this week.
Great. Thank you so much, James. Does anybody have a question now? As I said, BIA, we also use BCG for ours. And, I like to bother people. I bother James all the time, asking him questions. But you can always reach out. I also wanted to say, and I should have done this earlier, please put your contact information in the chat. You might meet somebody on here that you want to connect with. And, if you know how, you can always save the chat with all the links. It'll save to your computer by the buttons at the bottom, but please put your contact information in. I know that Mike had to jump off. So if anybody has to jump off, we understand, but I want to kind of go around and introduce my other colleagues that are on. Danielle might not want to speak, but Randy, if you would like to say hello and give a little bit about what you do, that would be great.
Thanks, Katie. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see some familiar faces in the chat, folks that I've connected with over the last couple of months. We're excited that you guys are all here. Glad to have you as members. My job at NJBIA is particularly a business relationship manager, and my goal is to help our new members, especially set some goals of what you're looking to accomplish with your membership. And I want to align our benefits and our resources, our events and programming with what you're looking to accomplish. So at the end of the year, when you're reviewing if you want to renew or what you should do moving forward in terms of chambers, you have no questions about why you joined the NJBIA. So very thankful for Danielle and the rest of our ambassadors and our long-standing partners that are here with us today. And great job for Katie as she's introducing everything that we do. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And that's particularly what I'm here to do, kind of direct you to some of the resources that you guys are looking for. And I did share my information in the chat if anyone needs it. Thank you, Katie.
Great. Thank you so much, Randy. I'm going to open it up to let everybody do a little bit of networking, but I would first want to just show you our website to make sure we get in our information. So I'm going to share that real quick with you. So I don't know if everybody has gone on and seen our website yet or what that we have on here, but njbia.org. And then you should all, if you haven't, oops, sorry about that. If you haven't created a login yet, we can help. We can also help you with that. Please go on and create a login. If you're like me, I have to save my password because I never remember them all, but probably not safe. I should say that's probably not the safe thing to do. So this is your dashboard, your member portal where you'll come to, and it is customizable for you. And Randy, Wayne, we would all take the time to talk it through with you. But the one thing I definitely want to show is if you go in and customize this for you, you can organize your interests and add in what you would like to see when you log in. Since we publish so many articles, we don't want to send you something on accounting if that's not really your interest. All you have to do is really just go on to add a topic of interest. You click down, pick what you would like to see, and we're going to send you the information. Make sure, I did this one day, make sure that you're saving that, and then that is going to customize and make this. We want to help you and get you the information you need. You can also go and join a committee if you would like to pick on your committees, and it will give you a full listing of all of the committees and councils that we have and help you pick that. As I said before, I apologize, I'm having a little internet connection problem, but they do all show, I promise you that. So you can always click back to the home portal. I apologize, they're not loading right now. This will take you right to the front of our web page. It looks different than if you aren't logged in. And then if you click on yourself up at the top, oh, that's not working, it will take you back to your page. We'll give you all of your account information. You can also, if you are the HR person, I am not our NJBIA human member contact. If you were, you can go in and pay your membership dues. You can make changes. You can do all of the things that you would need as a member. View your account history. I'm not going to take a lot of time in that section just as I'm having some connection problems, but we'll get back. All of the health benefit, all of our options are on here. The other big thing I wanted to show you is our HR portal. The HR Support Center. We have talked about this a little bit, but this is really your, especially for our smaller, maybe you don't have a dedicated HR individual, this is great information, a wealth of information. There is topics, templates, everything that you need to search for. If you are doing employee evaluations, you can find information on there. You can pick by state, federal, state law, whatever you might need to find on here. This was a huge resource for our organizations during COVID, as it really helped keep them up to date on what the changing policies were. There is a lot of information. It is here 24/7. It is very interactive. You will not be able to talk to somebody. You can ask a question here and there, but there is an HR on demand option if you are interested. It is an upgrade. You receive with your membership one free login to this. If you need another one, please contact us. It is one free login with it. And then the HR on demand is a $300 upgrade. What that gives you is a phone number to call an individual to speak with. They will help review your employee handbook. If you need that, you can upload several documents a week. They will go through all of that. all of the individuals that work for the HR program are SHRM certified. I know they do have attorneys on staff, so this is really valid information that can help with that. It's really complex and a lot of information on there. So if there's anything that you have question about or we can help, please let us know. There's some HR training on here. It's really a great platform. So I'm going to stop with that. Randy, did you have something?
I did. Just simply because you were on the HR on demand issue. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been reaching out to folks who are subscribed to that program, and I just wanted to share because Katie was on it, some of the feedback we've been getting. So let's just say out of 10 members in the range from sizes from mom and pop shops to some larger corporations. Folks have just been having a lot of great things to say about the resource. Now, I think the upgrade cost sits somewhere around $300 in addition to your current subscription for the year. But what it does is it gives you access to where if you do not have, as Katie mentioned, a dedicated HR department or team with your organization, these people make themselves available for calls, questions, and all that sort of thing. So sometimes, and what I found out is that sometimes it works out to be less expensive than reaching out to your attorney to deal with some of these simpler issues. So as a matter of fact, just yesterday we had some calls because I spoke to some folks who were using the HR on demand to deal with things like remote workers and some of those kind of compensation issues and things of that nature for leave, family leave acts and things of that nature. So these are some of the resources that are there available with that HR on demand. And again, it's not like you call and you're waiting for somebody to get back to you. I've also heard feedback that the program is very responsive in terms of if you call today, you 9 times out of 10 you're getting a call back that same day. So what I've heard is, like I said, it's less expensive than sometimes utilizing your attorney and that per hour rate or whatever, how that goes nowadays. And it's very useful from what I'm hearing. So, Katie, I just wanted to add that in because we were touching on it, and I'm kind of in that space right now over the course of the last couple of weeks. So, just wanted to dump that in for you guys. And as well as even just the website that Katie showed, there's a lot of different resources and documents that help build your own kind of employee handbooks and all that sort of thing. But if you wanted to take it to the next level with that upgrade, we have direct access to some of that. I think during business hours, and maybe even a little bit extended. But we can find those details out for you. So if anyone's interested. Thank you, Katie.
Oh, thank you, Randy. Please jump in anytime for things that I am missing. I unfortunately cannot get logged on right now to our BIA Learn. Randy, I don't know if you can do that and talk people through, but we just launched this program. It is training programs. Like I said before, everything from Excel, to warehouse trainings. They are in Spanish as well, but I'm really, right now, I can't get logged in. So we'll leave to Randy if he can get it logged in and maybe walk through. Oh, I don't.
I'm going to check before I take over the screen. So if you want to move on, we can bounce back to that and
Sure. So that is really all of NJBIA in a very brief and fast nutshell. We really, as I said before, are here to support your businesses and make connections and give you amazing opportunities with our partner organizations. I don't know if there's any questions or anything I may have missed that would want to hear. I do have a clip from our government affairs team that I'd love to share with you. It's a little long, but it is full of information, especially if government affairs and the things that New Jersey has coming up. I'm going to hold that off towards the end and just first ask if there's any questions. Anyone? But as I said, I also want to use this time for you all to network. So I know that James did speak. I'm going to go from the screen, from the top of my screen, just to give your 2-minute elevator speech, just to say who you are, so everyone on the call can get a feel for everything that we do represent. So Will, you're at the top if you want to go and give a brief overview.
Hi, everybody. I'm Will Devine. I also work for AMT Association Member Trust, and we do the health benefits for NJBIA. like Mike said, we've been around for a pretty long time, so we're not just a kind of a fly-by-night organization. We have a really good track record. We're very conservative. We've been around for many years, and we have a good product. And we're, you know, we're more like hands-on. So when you call us, you're going to get that warm and fuzzy feeling where you're talking to the same person every time. You don't have to start from ground zero every time you call in. If you have claims questions, issues, billing questions or issues, or even if plan design issues or questions, we have dedicated people to help you in all facets. So it's a pleasure to be here and invited. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, NJBIA. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
Great. Thanks, Will. As I said, I'm just going from my screen. So Matthew, if you're there, want to give your elevator pitch?
My name is Matt. I formed a company called Renaissance Industrial Environmental Development. Focuses on integrating existing and novel technologies to specific focus on energy and environmental issues, particularly waste management. One of the projects I'm working on now is with major healthcare providers to greatly reduce their waste costs and increase recycling rates. Also addressing energy issues regarding hospitals, being able to use their own waste stream to provide lower cost energy, so they can get some lower cost energy. I also provide development services for companies looking to redevelop commercial properties. Again, with a focus on providing affordable energy for everything from different energy sources to hardened energy grids. So if you have something that's like mission critical, you can't have the power go out. And I have a number of technology partners that I work with. And
Great.
That's 1,000-foot level.
Thanks so much. So next, Michelle.
That's ironic that, hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. It's ironic that I'm following Matthew because I'm usually the one that does environmental stuff and nobody knows what that is. So my name is Michelle Zalisi. I am the general manager of Pure Soils, which is the environmental division of the Earl companies. If you're typically anywhere in New Jersey, south of the Driscoll Bridge, you'll see our yellow and green trucks. We have multifaceted divisions. I do run our environmental division. We run and maintain a Class B recycling facility located in Ocean County. So we're recycling soil contaminated properties. We're doing a lot of work with developers. We're doing material management. We also have like environmental importation for redevelopment sites. I have worked with Ray Cantor and Michelle Skirka at high levels at DEP. I've been involved in environmental issues throughout New Jersey for the last 25 years. My background's environmental consulting. I've also do environmental affairs for all of our Earl companies. And in addition to that, and being very involved in other organizations throughout New Jersey, I also do municipal government work. I am a municipal elected official. And so I do a lot of work with our municipality in Ocean County. I'm on the board of a nonprofit, so that kind of all works together. And I was just actually appointed to an EPA administrative group. And so that's very exciting. So if anybody who's a manufacturer or any environmental issues with regard to some federal stuff, please feel free to reach out to me. And I appreciate the time this morning. The update with regard to NJBIA was very helpful. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Michelle. Congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you.
Fred, you're up.
Yes. Hi, Fred Brody. I have a small consulting company, do business development consulting. Brody Business Development is the name of the company. I've been a member of BIA for 35 years. When I joined, I had black hair and a black mustache. But yeah, BIA is a great organization. Again, networking is so important. When you go to the events, which I did put it in the chat to you, Katie, if we're still offering events to new members, complimentary. I forgot if we are or we're not. I think we are, but yeah. So I'm also doing energy. around development of cannabis facilities and data centers. Again, they take a lot of energy. And I do a lot with municipalities and counties, so I'm on that public sector side. And Michelle, I haven't seen Rob Earl in a while, but I've known him over the years, and he's a great guy. Please offer him my warm regards. And it's always great seeing your equipment. It's always so clean. I don't know how you keep it clean, but they're always so clean. And I love the American flags on there all the time. But yeah, it's nice meeting you, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Fred. Fred also forgot to say, I missed it, that he is an ambassador. So you may get a call or an email from him. We do have a team of ambassadors that always reach out to our new members just to check in. It's kind of a colleague to colleague. It's not just one of our BIA staffers, but Fred has been an ambassador for from the beginning with me. So I appreciate him and him reaching out. He did mention something that I forgot, but you do get a free registration for one of our upcoming events. That's $99 or less. We would love for you to come to that. Let us know when you're coming. We can make connections for you if there's someone you would like to meet, which would be great. One of our other ambassadors that is on is Z Glavin, but unfortunately, he put in the chat that is having a hard time with sound, so we won't get to hear from him, but he will put his contact information. Feel free to reach out. I'm going to pass it over to Jessica now.
Can I just add something else? Yeah, I thought I did say I was an ambassador. I also want to say that I'm a trustee of New Jobs, which is the Political Action Committee. It used to be under the BIA umbrella. It had to move out of that because of ELEC laws. But I've been a trustee of New Jobs for over 25 years, and I am an old man. But so we support what we call pro-business candidates, Democrats and Republicans, because the legislature comes to BIA to find out, as Katie was saying, how laws that are promulgated or even considered, how that would affect business. So we are the premier business PAC in the state, and I just want to make you aware of New Jobs, because you might see information about our fundraising activities, and it's a great way to meet legislators and know more about what BIA related does for the business community. All right, I'm done.
Thanks, Fred.
You're welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Jessica Moore. I'm the owner of ThriveWise Solutions. It's an HR services and consulting company, mostly services, small, mid-size, and non-profit businesses, not only in New Jersey, but outside of New Jersey. Ranges from some handbooks all the way to employee investigations or strategy conversations with leaders, depending on what they have in terms of HR solutions already in their organization. So it's customized solutions for the need of that particular business. Thanks, Katie and Randy, for inviting me today. I appreciate the opportunity to say hi to everyone as well.
Thank you, Jessica. And it's always so unique. I was at a partner organization the other day and had a conversation with another one of our very active members who brought up the connection of Jessica. So we'd love to make those connections and to hear how great other businesses think each other are. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it is great to help make those connections. Betsy, you're next.
Good morning. Well, my name is Betsy Zaplin. I'm new to this organization. Thank you so much for inviting me. I was introduced to your organization. I was looking for health coverage. So someone referred me to a gentleman by the name of Walter Knapp, who I guess is a marketing rep for AMT. And it was a savior because I'm a sole owner and getting on. I think I have a couple more years left before I get onto the Medicare program, but had a lot of savings for my health insurance. I'm so interested to meet everybody here. You sound like you do incredible things for New Jersey. I basically, not going to play down what I do, but I sell swag. I sell printed promotional products. It's a fun business. I help you brand companies, schools, a lot of fundraising activities use my my products that are branded. Try to be creative. Everybody knows what swag is and tchotchkes are and advertising specialty products. there's all kinds of names for what I sell. It's a fun business. I try to make it easy, fair pricing, great, great ideas. So that's kind of what I do. And I thank you for having me. Really look forward to meeting everybody here. And this was a great, I just wanted to say testimonial to the health plan that you offer. It was really a savior for my company. So thank you, and great meeting everyone.
Thank you so much, Betsy. And I love to hear how you take advantage of our opportunities. And another thing, please spread the word to your colleagues, friends, sometimes family members about NJBIA and what we can offer. And if someone comes to us, there is a referral bonus for you, and they also get a percentage off their membership for the first year. So please talk us up. It is great. Put them in connection with myself or one of my colleagues. We do love that. We love to help business. Dan, you're next.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Randy. Also new to the organization, HopeWorks is a nonprofit social enterprise, so we're a little bit different. We provide GIS services and web services, but under our nonprofit status. What we do is we train young adults ages 17 to 26 from Camden, Philadelphia, in coding, GIS, and other advanced tech skills. We then employ them, and we provide services to both large and small businesses. So Subaru, American Water, Campbell's, Comcast are some of our larger clients. We work with a ton of nonprofits, smaller businesses as well. And we design websites, and do a lot of infrastructure mapping, data management projects, data migration. So I'll drop some info in the chat. Then anybody wants to look up HopeWorks. We have been featured a lot in the Inquirer and the Philadelphia Citizens and a couple other recent publications and media outlets. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Dan. Connie?
I think I know the answer to this, but any chance you've heard from the person?
No. I am afraid I'm driving in unfamiliar territory, so I'm going to be very brief. I run the New Jersey Coalition to End Homelessness. I have just graduated from Homefront, which was an agency that took care of Mercer County's homeless families for many years. The New Jersey Coalition to End Homelessness does exactly what the name says. We work with government at all levels to improve the quality of services for homeless families. We also work very strategically with the over 200 shelters across the state to make sure that they are offering quality services, doing a lot of the kinds of things that NJBIA does in terms of maximizing the strengths of coalitions. We do training for shelters. We do group purchasing. And what might be of interest to people on this call is we are a central point for distribution of stuff that the good people of the state want to offer. So today we're giving out 2,500 warm coats that have been donated by a manufacturer in New Jersey. So if anybody has stuff in quantity that would be useful to folks experiencing homelessness, let me know. Thanks.
Great. Thank you so much, Connie, and be safe driving. I hope you get to where you need to be. Mike?
Yes. Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me on. My name is Mike Mulkey Jr. from Fenton Construction Company. We are a full service construction management and commercial general contracting company out of Warren, New Jersey. I've been family owned and operated now since 1965. In fact, this January is 58 years in business. Clients that we typically work with are manufacturing, building owners, operators, managers, facility engineers that are typically worried that their current facility layout or size is hindering their ability to grow long-term or hindering their ability to increase their profits, increase the efficiency of their company. So we might come in and perform and deliver a addition for their company and put an addition onto their building or renovate their existing manufacturing facility. And we typically specialize in doing those things without hindering their day-to-day operations. So I don't suppose any of those might apply to someone you know, but if they do, I'd be happy to help you.
Great, thank you so much.
So,
Edward?
Good morning. I'm also driving, so I will keep it brief. My name is Edward Davies. I own and operate the American Medical Certification Association. I guess we got involved with the association initially for the health insurance benefits as well, maybe 5-7 years ago. Haven't been very active, but we'll try to. Our association certifies people in the areas of medical assistants, EKG technicians, phlebotomists, medical billing coders, dental support technicians, and things along those lines. I also own and operate the American School of Business in Fairfield, New Jersey, where we teach real estate insurance, mortgage appraisal, and things like that. So we keep pretty busy, and thank you for having me on. And again, like I said, I will keep it brief. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you also get to where you're going safely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Michelle Wasserman, I believe it is. Oh, Oster. I apologize. I didn't see the full name.
That's okay. Hi, how are you? My video's not working, but yeah, I too am new. I also was looking for health insurance and was referred to Walter, and he helped me out. And actually at the same time, I was looking to get into to be part of the Chamber of Commerce, and then he told me about this, this program, and so it's this is the first time I'm on, getting some information on it, gonna check out the website, and hopefully it'll help me as well. Yeah, so I'm doing I'm in real estate in Bergen County, and I do everything from sales to rentals. I have some clients who are who own properties but don't live nearby, and I take care of the re-rentings, and I'm the liaison between the tenants and the landlord. So if I can help anybody here, feel free to reach out. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm really excited to get to know more about the program and just be part of the NJBIA.
Great, thank you so much. I'm Danielle. Do you want to give a brief description of what your role is at BIA?
Yes, give me 1 second, because I'm behind the scenes and I don't know how to use anything right now. Bear with me. I think I have my video on. Hold on.
You do.
Yep. Okay, great. So hi, for everybody who does not know me, I'm Danielle Wink, the event coordinator extraordinaire for NJBIA. I do everything from helping to plan all our signature events to our councils, our webinars, and everything that you might need in between. I've been with BIA for about 6 years now. Prior, I was working with in our government affairs department. So kind of know a little bit what's going on. So I work very closely with my events team, which consists of Kate, Betty, and Amy, as well as working with the membership team of Wayne, Katie, and our newest one, Randy. So if I can't help you, I will point you in their direction.
Great, thank you so much. She is the event coordinator extraordinaire. We all are, right? We all need those compliments. Did I miss anyone? I think I got everyone. So it was great. I recommend everybody, like I said, to put your information in the chat screen. And I think somebody had asked, but if you pull up the chat screen, there's 3 dots at the bottom. If you click on that and click the save chat, it will save it to your computer. So then you'll have everyone's contact information. or if you missed something or need it, please let us know. As I said, I apologize for not being able to get the BIA Learn to load. But if you would like to see the government affairs video, I was going to start to play that now. I know it's a little long. I understand if you have to drop off, but we can do a closing. But I do want to share that because it is a lot of great information. So I am going to play that right now.
I wanted to give you an update on everything that NJBIA is doing in the State House and trying to advocate for to make New Jersey a little more business friendly. Number one, the governor just unveiled his State of the State speech last week. BIA was happy to be in attendance to listen to everything he had to say about what's going on in New Jersey. BIA was happy to hear about the good news regarding some of the innovation in ecosystem improvements the governor's made. We're also happy to hear and be a part of and support some of the film and media and digital production good news that New Jersey is seeing. Governor also talked, which is a business issue, but it's going to be an interesting one to follow, and BIA right now is just monitoring it, liquor reform. And obviously we have a different set of liquor laws in New Jersey than if you would go to in a grocery store or liquor store or restaurant in Pennsylvania and New York to our neighbors. You're going to see something different. New Jersey probably improved, but we have to make sure that it's doing so in a way that protects and supports the existing folks, the existing businesses that have a lot invested in their business model. So that'll be something to follow in 2023. Do want to start with some good news on taxes, and we don't actually hear about that in New Jersey very much. Usually when we're talking taxes, it's bad, but BIA is happy to report that there's been several items of positive news coming out of the Murphy administration on New Jersey taxes. Number one, there were 2 bills signed into law at the very end of 2022 in December, right before Christmas. We saw a bill, number one, that BIA has been lobbying for years, that moves in the direction of giving a little more remote working flexibility for tax incentive awardees. And we all know that the pandemic has turned the world upside down. One of those ways the world has been turned upside down, and we see a lot of upheaval, is in the workforce, and whether it's working from home, workforce shortages, and we don't know exactly what's here to stay. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of turmoil and a lot of transitions in this, but one thing we do know is that companies that were awarded tax incentives for creating certain jobs in New Jersey, building certain workspaces in New Jersey, they're supposed to get tax credits as they were promised under state law. They operated under the assumption of getting this promise, but part of that promise is they were supposed to have a certain amount of people in the office for a certain amount of time, and that's become very difficult in this new remote world that we live in. And the new law and BIA, when the law came into effect a couple of years ago, we actually brought it up. It's going to be an issue that you're supposed to have 60% of the people in the office. We see that that's posing a lot of difficulties for businesses out there. They're having a hard time getting 60% of the people back in the office. And that's leading to some people saying, you know what, I'm not going to come in, therefore I'm going to look for new jobs that will let me stay remote. Some companies are even thinking about the idea of skipping out on the tax incentives that they were promised. So thus comes this new law that Governor Murphy thankfully signed before the end of the year to say that you only need 10% of employees in the office. This new flexibility is going to allow a lot more companies to get the tax awards that they were promised. And in a way, they created the jobs they promised that are creating the tax revenue that the state expected. They built the facility they promised. It's creating tax revenues the way the state expected. There's no reason why they shouldn't get these awards just because people aren't in the downtowns or corporate centers that they used to be. And this new bill is taking some of the award and giving back to some kind of urban development initiatives by the state. So I think it's a good idea, a win-win. We were happy to see it, happy to support it, and something we've been asking about for years. Another one, this is kind of correcting a snafu and then aligning us to a couple federal things, but there was a tax extension that was given during the pandemic that we supported, but the tax incentive went on way too long because it was incorrectly tied to the state of emergency instead of the public health emergency. Public health emergency is over, state of emergency is still going on, and thus the tax extensions went on. Some of the tax extensions, when they happened, were positive. One that was less positive and has grown less positive as it's gone on is the refunds from the state were delayed and will continue to be delayed until we fix this. So thankfully we fixed that law. We also fixed something about S corp elections, and tax attorneys and accountants are going to understand this, and also aligning ourselves to some federal changes in how partnership audit regime. So positive law. The Murphy administration and Treasury reached out to BIA to work on this. Happy to see them take some of our amendments and make it better. So good news on taxes. And then the last one, which is the best news yet on taxes, is currently we have the highest corporate tax rate in the nation. That's certainly not good news. What is good news is it's supposed to sunset this year, the 2.5 percentage point surtax on top of the 9 percentage point CBT rate. It's 11.5 now, which is the highest in the nation. That 2.5 percentage point surtax is supposed to go away December 31st, 2023. Obviously, it's a temporary surtax. It's supposed to go away in statute, but we also have a nasty habit of letting sometimes temporary taxes get extended. This is already extended once, and we don't want to see it extended again. Governor Murphy came out last week and said he has no plans to let it be extended or go any further. He plans to let it sunset. He said a deal's a deal. This is part of the deal. We want it to go away. And obviously our state is in a better cash position than we've historically been. There's no reason to keep it going. It also no reason for us to have the highest corporate tax in the nation. Going down to 9 is a good first step. We think we need to do more to make ourselves more competitive corporate tax wise, but we still don't want to take away from the fact that it's good news from Murphy administration. Thank you to Governor Murphy for setting the record straight on that. Thank you also to Chairman Sarlo of the Senate Budget Committee. Senator Sarlo at BIA's Public Policy Forum at the end of 2022 pointed out that it was very important to him, and he's the budget chairman, so it matters a lot what his opinion is, to let this sunset. So I think he started us down that road. Governor Murphy's continuing it. Hopefully the budget address that we see next month, the end of February, will kind of confirm that that is going away and gone. Governor also said that he does not anticipate any new taxes in his budget address next month. So no new taxes, seeing a 2.5 percentage point cut in the corporate tax rate. That is good news on taxes, something that we don't often see. Now, BIA does want to give a little bit of not so good news. We're still fighting the similar fight that we always have on a lot of the mandates that the state is trying to impose on businesses. Our mandate story is similar to what it always is BIA is trying to seek balance. We are not against better protections for employees. We are not against better protections for our environment. We are against going too far and being an outlier vis-a-vis other states. And we need to protect our competitive balance. And if we're doing things that Pennsylvania and New York and other states in the Northeast, other states in the nation don't do, we're making ourselves in a position that's going to affect how many jobs you can create, how much revenue you can create, and ultimately it's going to hurt our economy. So in the environment front, BIA has been actively working to try to seek that balance and find that balance on flood rules and on energy master plan. The state is being a little too aggressive, trying to make it hard to build some areas where flooding has happened. Again, noble, good goals to try to reduce the negative impacts of flooding. We do have too much flooding in recent years, but we have to find the balance in doing it in a way to not kill existing projects, kill existing development, make it hard to build anywhere at our shores or by our rivers and our cities. We want more jobs, more construction, more projects to happen here, not less. Similar on the energy front is, yes, it's good to push green energy. It's good to figure out how we can be cleaner, reduce carbon emissions anywhere we can. But that doesn't mean we should be banning gas and oil and anything that, and we've seen other places do this and they run into issues where they don't have the capacity and energy, or sometimes banning gas leads to more coal and more wood. And we're certainly not helping carbon there. So anything we can do to reduce carbon is a good thing, but we should have a broad mix, a broad portfolio of energy so that we can figure out what's going to stick in the future and not necessarily decide now and then put us in a bad position when innovation and science goes in a different direction. So trying to find the balance there, trying to find the balance also on labor issues to make sure that we're trying to seek employee protections, but also balance that with protecting employers who, especially small businesses, are struggling coming out of the pandemic. And want to end with some good news, which also BIA was able to, similar to taxes, partner with the Murphy administration to help make this happen. But there was a new law about construction inspections that was just signed into law. It was a good example of the Murphy administration reaching out to BIA and other business development partners of ours and talking about ways that we can make it easier to build and develop in the state. And ultimately, We heard it's not about a cost issue or it's not about an environmental issue. It's sometimes that towns and the state take too long to get back to developers, and projects get drawn out, and those projects get more expensive, and it makes it harder to build and develop here. So BIA and the rest of the business community worked together and passed A573. The governor signed it, and this law will make it easier and quicker and faster to build things in New Jersey. And again, how do we put people to work? How do we generate economic activity and economic revenue for the state? Is building things. And so anything that's going to help that happen more quickly is a good thing. So happy to be part of some good things going on. Happy to fight the good fight and oppose some of the things where the state's going too far, and just trying to bring a little more balance and make our economy a little more competitive, and thus helping New Jersey businesses throughout our state. So thank you. Happy that you're listening to this update, and look forward to BIA and Government Affairs team giving you more updates in the future. Thank you.
So that was Chris. He is our Chief Government Affairs Officer. If you need a connection, we can put you in touch with him. Email us a question. We'd be happy to put you in touch with him or one of our lobbyists that are in specialties, DEP, HR, whatever it may be. Please let us know. I know we're a little over on time. Does anybody have any questions or anything for the good of the order? Comments?
Question. I'm sorry, I came late to this meeting, so if you already mentioned it, that's my bad. But in-person events that are coming up, I looked at the calendar and was just curious if you can kind of clarify what events that are coming up that will be in person.
Sure. Off the top of my head, and maybe Danielle can help that because that events are her specialty, but it will say, if you go to our event listing on the website, whether they are virtual, in person, or a hybrid. Some of our government affairs meetings that are held in our office in Trenton, we have people in person, and it's also live streamed out. So Danielle can put the link, or I'll put the link in. But any questions, Dan, you will get a copy of this video so you can look back if there's something you missed, or love to talk to you one-on-one. Just give us a call or send an email.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Like I said, we will send this out within the next 48 hours. My contact information is in there, but please let us know. Let us be connections for you and help make connections. And thank you for joining us this morning and for staying on. And I hope you all have a great day.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.